the 1943 Lincoln Steel penny with the D mint mark. If you've got one of these in your collection, you might be wondering, is it actually worth something? In 1943, during World War II, copper was needed for wartime production, so the U.S. Mint switched the penny's composition to zinc-coated steel. That's why these coins have a silver-gray look. Unlike the usual copper, the D stands for the Denver Mint, where over 217 million of these steel cents were produced. So, while the 1943 D isn't considered rare in itself, condition and quality make a huge difference in value. In average circulated condition, a 1943 D steel penny is worth about 5 to 50 cents. Not bad for pocket change, right? But if you have one in uncirculated or mint state condition, the value can go up significantly. A 1943 D penny graded MSB 65 or better by a professional grading service can sell for $5 to $15, and in some rare cases, even more depending on eye appeal and demand. Now, here's the twist. If you ever come across a 1943 D penny made of copper instead of steel, don't spend it. That's an extremely rare mint error, and it could be worth over $1 million. So, check your coins, especially that 1943 D steel penny. You might have a small treasure hiding in plain sight. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment below if you've got one of these coins or want help identifying your collection. Next up, the 1943 Lincoln Steel penny without a mint mark. Is this magnetic little coin sitting in your change jar actually worth something? Let's find out. In 1943, due to wartime shortages of copper, the U.S. Mint made Lincoln pennies out of zinc-coated steel. These coins have a silver color, are slightly magnetic, and were only made for 1 year. If your penny doesn't have a mint mark below the date, it means it was made in Philadelphia, the most common variety of this coin. So, how much is a 1943 steel penny without a mint mark worth in fine condition? That's a coin with moderate wear, but all major details still visible. As of today's market in 2025, a 1943 no-mint steel penny in fine condition is worth around 20 to 50 cents. Not exactly a fortune, but it's still a cool piece of history. Next up, the 1943 Lincoln Steel penny with the S mint mark. We'll explore its value in today's market and what makes it stand out from the rest. So, let's get into it. In 1943, the United States faced a major shortage of copper, so the U.S. Mint decided to produce pennies using steel instead. These steel pennies were created to conserve copper for ammunition and other wartime materials. Most of these pennies were struck in Philadelphia, but a small number came from the San Francisco Mint. Marked with an S, the 1943 Lincoln Steel penny with an S mint mark is unique because, although it's made of steel, it carries historical value. The steel composition was intended to be temporary, but these pennies still remain a part of the U.S. coinage legacy. The S mint mark indicates that the penny was struck at the San Francisco Mint, and it's one of the rarest of the 1943 steel pennies. The condition of the coin plays a major role in its worth. Even if the 1943 steel penny with the S mint mark is in a normal, dirty condition, it can still be quite valuable. Coins in average condition, or what we call circulated condition, typically range from around $10 to $15. However, if you happen to find one of these pennies in better condition, like a coin with minimal wear, or even in uncirculated condition, its value skyrockets. In top condition, a 1943 Lincoln Steel penny with an S mint mark can be worth hundreds of dollars, or even more depending on the rarity and grade. As for today's market, the value of this coin can fluctuate depending on demand and the specific condition. But in general, even a penny with dirt or signs of wear can still hold significant value for collectors and investors alike. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting into the hobby, the 1943 Lincoln Steel penny with an S mint mark is a coin worth keeping an eye out for. It's a small piece of history with big value potential. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Happy collecting!